Yeah, wow. Okay. I just got back from the gym, and while I was working out, I got an email from Mrs. Herbert. And Mrs. Herbert, this is so exciting to me because now I'll get into why that is in a moment. And I apologize for not getting back with you when you emailed me the first time. What happened was you emailed me, and I did get it, but you emailed me during such a ridiculously busy time. It was at the premiere of Superfetch, and I mean, I was traveling every other day, and I flagged the message to reply to you, forgot about it, came back to it a couple months later, and I was like, I got to reply to her, and then I couldn't find the message. Anyway, excuses, excuses. I'm talking to my 10th grade teacher. She taught me biology. Like, she hasn't heard excuses before. Um, but no, I swear, that's what happened, I promise. Mrs. Herbert, and I'm talking to you and my audience. I'm actually recording this on my secondary YouTube channel, where I don't get too technical about dogs and stuff. But was one of the most influential teachers that I ever had, and let me tell you why. Uh, I think you were such a great teacher. Although, and trust me, she's the type of teacher that has gotten this her entire career. She knows she's good, but she would be too modest to admit it. I'm sure. Hey, Alpha, how are you doing? But she was highly unconventional. Forever piqued my interest in spiders. And I mean, to this day, I just find spiders so fascinating. They're an amazingly complex uh, insect. Something are they classified as insects? I don't know, but and science is definitely my favorite area of education, though my personal favorite area of science is cosmology, then maybe psychology. But I often wonder about biology on other planets and what that must be like. But she was such an unconventional teacher. She used the textbook as a supplement. Alpha, really? Come here. He's trying to get on my lap. I just got home, so he's all, oh, Dad, I've got to see you. I'm Mrs. Herbert. I remember when you did handstands on a handstand on the desk. I think you deserve a raise. Now I know you said you retired, but if they can give you like more of a pension, I will totally vouch for you. Like you deserve more, whatever it is they're paying you. Um, what else? What else? What else did I like about her? I mean, there was so much. Class was exciting. You ever have those kind of teachers that just really make things exciting? And they really make you interested in the subject matter. See, my chemistry teachers, not so much. Granted, I don't like chemistry, but maybe if I had a Mrs. Herbert teaching it, I might have loved it. I don't know. But not really, probably not. It was too mathy for me. I was very interested in just like practical learning. We had a pet spider. We had pet salamanders. If you recall, Mrs. Herbert, I used to volunteer and I would come in um, before class or before school started in the morning to maintain the salamander habitat because I just, I wanted to be as hands-on and learn as much as possible from your class. But biology is really cool. I never really, did much with biology beyond that, but it's still, I mean, at least it exposed me to it. You know who another influential? You say you still talk to some of the teachers over there? Coach Bass, guys, and Mrs. Herbert. I feel weird because I'm addressing two audiences here. He was my English teacher. He was a really influential teacher too. He taught me English, but I think he coached baseball or something as well. But he actually got my interest in editing, like basic editing, because he was into film, and he got my interest in film, and we did like a brief thing on that, and it really got me interested in that area. So that's something I've always thought about and wonder if that may have. Well, no, it did. It did kind of steer me in the direction that I have gone in. So teachers are very important, and all of you know those good teachers are so few and far between. And I'm glad that we have any teacher. Anyone who teaches is great. But the really good ones, the ones who aren't just doing it for a career but are really passionate about what they do, are the ones that really make a difference. And I find myself drawing on that experience that I had from my good teachers because I'm a teacher in essence. I mean, I teach people how to connect and understand and teach their dogs on a case by case basis. And you've got to make that interesting because we all know a lot of dog trainers are pretty darn boring too. Maybe I'm guilty of that from time to time. I don't know. But yeah, it's very nice when you have a teacher take an interest and really make sure that they're doing their best to make a topic interesting, because it's no easy task sometimes. But it helps when the teacher themselves when the teacher themselves are very passionate about the topic that they're teaching. Did you guys ever have a really influential teacher like that? What subject was it? Did they kind of steer you in a direction that you wouldn't have gone in otherwise, maybe? Interesting. All right, I'm going to wrap this up now. This is longer than I wanted it to be, but Mrs. Herbert, I love you. Thank you for reaching out to me. I'm humbled and honored to hear from you. You're an amazing woman, and I'm glad that you're retired. I hope you're enjoying life. You have a lot of good karma coming your way. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.